What's going on, everyone? Well, it's official. Yes, Sunday Sips has finally made it to the airwaves, and I'm happy to have everyone listening, and I can't wait for you to hear this first episode. The first guest is with the St. Cloud State hockey program and a member of the Crazy Goalies Association. No, that's not real, but I just made it up. His name is Jaxon Castor. Jaxon and I actually go way back and grew up in Ahwatukee, Arizona together, and we've been close family friends for a while. Whether you're listening while cleaning the apartment on a Sunday or kicking off the work week, I hope you can sit back and enjoy as we dive deeper into Jaxon's life and path to St. Cloud State. Enjoy. Well, Jaxon Castor, thank you for joining the podcast today. For most of you who don't know, this is called Sunday Sips. We might even try out some Two Chicks. I don't even know what it is. What would you say it was? It was Sparkling Lemon Strawberry Kiss is the name of it today. Yeah. So that's what you have to look forward to halfway through this.
Sounds good.
I've never had it. I mean, I feel like you'd be into some Two Chicks kind of stuff like this.
Oh, yeah.
I know you would. Hopefully SCSU doesn't have a problem with you drinking on camera.
No.
I don't think they will.
No, I'm 24.
You're 24, right? Yeah, you're all good. It's all good. But, well, thank you. I appreciate you coming down here, making it.
Thanks for having me.
To me, it's like a long trip because I still feel like you're from Arizona.
Yeah.
And I feel like it's super far, but now you're officially here, technically, throughout the year, right?
Yeah, I'm here all the time. I mean, I like St. Cloud, but it's just too hot in Arizona right now.
St. Cloud?
I do. I mean, I like the guys around.
It's
like,
a
I like the people, but
yeah.
it's not like the greatest city in the world. But like, just the people make it worth being there.
I hear you. You know, there's like even down by campus, there's some amazing spots over there. Like we walk down there. It's like this is pretty crazy down here. Once you get to campus, St. Cloud, you know, it's got its ups and downs. But it's not too bad. But no, it's for the most part. I mean, we enjoy it here. Hopefully you enjoy it here.
Some good restaurants down there.
I think so.
This place called Dolzy's.
Is that the one? That's the one downtown,
great.
Isn't it? Yeah,
it's the best, man.
I like the plug. Thank you for that.
Plug Dolzy's all day.
Just on the podcast, that's all I'm going to be doing is plugging Dolzy's. So, but no, you actually just had lunch there, didn't you, today?
I did.
What's the go-to?
Go-to's like the pastrami burger.
Ooh, the pastrami burger.
Yeah, Paul put me onto that with the green onion or grilled onions and
that's a good one. Sauerkraut on top too.
Oh yeah.
Oh man, that's unstoppable right there. I'm usually like the Philly cheesesteak. You can't go wrong with Philly.
Can't go wrong with anything on that.
That's very true. I mean, Pops, shout out to Pops. You know, you'll see this, I'm sure. You'll know that Jaxon Castor approves of that pastrami burger. That's for sure. But no, I just wanted to start this off. Jaxon and I kind of go way back. I guess we don't technically go way back. We went to high school together a little bit, and then I came up here. To me, like that was why the reason, like I had to have you on right away. I was like, this story, like how, like to me again, how it feels like you're so far away, and then you end up coming here.
I know, it's a small world.
Our families all kind of grew up together. Like we grew up all together with your cousin JJ, and like it's so crazy to have you here. But how did you end up in St. Cloud? Like, I need to know, because I think I've heard stories, but I need to know how you ended up here.
Okay, yeah. So after high school, I went and played junior hockey for 3 years and didn't really have, like, many offers. Like, and then in the summer, I get a call from St. Cloud's, and so I had some, like, grade issues.
Yep.
So I could go to St. Cloud, play on the club hockey team for a year.
Okay.
Pretty much sit out a year, and then go to the D1 team.
Yep.
So that's what I did. And,
there you go.
Pretty happy.
So you spent the first year on the club team.
Yeah.
Got your grades up.
Yep.
I don't know if you were a smart kid or not. Got your grades up? I'm going to say you got your grades up. That's what I'm going to say.
Yeah, it's not tough to get good grades at St. Cloud. But,
oh, perfect. So we'll say you got your grades up. Then you go play. You join the team officially. And that was kind of like the structure from the start. Like that was kind of agreed upon. You had to get in and do that. So now you're up on the squad. You are a goalie.
Yep.
I have to say, I feel like you must be a little crazy.
Yeah,
Like
I mean,
just like there's got to be something off in there.
there's some
to be a
weird
goalie.
goalies out there.
Yeah.
Like I feel like I'm pretty normal for a goalie, but like
Okay.
there's some
I feel
weird
like
guys
you
out
guys
there.
got to be. That's a different breed.
Yeah, got some screws loose.
I would
for
imagine
sure.
you have
Yeah.
to be. I sat there. I do a lot of like my great thinking in the shower,
Yep.
and I thought, I'm sitting there, and I wasn't thinking about you in the shower. I was thinking about
shit.
the podcast in the shower. You know what I mean?
Gotcha.
Like kind of like that. But so I'm sitting there, and I'm like, what type of person decides that they're gonna get in front of a net and just take like I don't know what's it like a fast puck like probably about like 90 miles per hour,
Yeah,
100?
around 90.
Like what makes you want to do that?
I don't know.
quite get that.
So like I started playing goalie like in our cul-de-sac. We
Yep.
started playing like roller hockey,
Okay.
and like my brother Taylor, like my cousins,
Yeah,
everyone
yeah.
around the neighborhood, and I was just the youngest, so they just stuck me in net.
Really? That
And
was-
like I kind of liked it too.
Yeah.
So I was involved and
You were always right there.
Yeah, it was
you were
kinda-
always playing at least, right? There's no sitting out.
Kind of good at it too.
There you go.
And yeah, that's how I got into it and just took off from there.
Really? So then it kind of traveled into like that love for it kind of went into like junior or not juniors, what's like Pee-wee? I don't know what it is.
Yeah, it's just like youth hockey.
Youth
yeah.
hockey at Polar Ice at the time,
Exactly,
right?
yeah.
The Polar Ice. You can't
I
go
know.
wrong with the Polar
Nostalgic.
Ice. I think it's the Ice Den now, but
Yeah.
so is that kind of your home ice there? You grew up there, everything right there, and
Yeah.
then kind of worked your way through.
Yeah, for sure.
So you played club hockey in high school as well, or
I
was
did,
that
It was like travel.
Okay.
Like a AAA
you
team.
didn't play Desert Vista Club hockey?
No,
Okay,
no.
good. Shout out to Anthony. I know he was a big
for all
DV club hockey guy right there. But no, even Anthony, my best friend. You guys probably played hockey, I'm sure, at one point. But
Yeah, he was a part of the roller hockey group.
was he?
Yeah,
That's right. He lived right in the neighborhood.
Could throw a rock at his house
That's
if I wanted
right,
to.
'cause
So
you were right behind each other.
yeah,
I think. Yeah, that's pretty
Kind
crazy.
of grew up together. Yeah.
Yeah, he was Anthony. Man, he's a funny one, that's for sure. I can only imagine what that would have been like playing with him, growing up with Anthony in the
Oh, it
neighborhood.
was a riot. It was
I
fun.
would imagine, but so you ended up, you're at St. Cloud State, you're playing hockey, you guys go to the Frozen Four, make it to the championship game. It's a tough one, I would imagine.
Yeah.
But what is that experience like? You guys go to Pittsburgh. What's that like when you get there? Is that just that's gonna be insane when you get there.
It was pretty like surreal, like growing up watching the Frozen Four as a
Yep.
kid. I mean, you kind of always dream about going there, and St. Cloud hasn't really had that much success. Like nobody thought we were gonna be good,
Yep.
which like we loved.
Yeah,
So
kind of that underdog mentality.
for sure.
Yep.
And to be there was a great experience, but to come up short, it sucked. But
Wow.
at the end of the day, you got to look back and just be thankful for it.
That's true.
Hopefully next year.
Now, how many fans, were there fans in the stands or not?
I think it was around like 8,000
Okay, so
maybe.
there were a couple. So now I've always wondered, I haven't talked to any athletes yet. So at St. Cloud State, when you're playing, were there fans like at the stadium? Were
No,
there-
so this year was weird. So our conference did like a bubble, like
That's
the NBA
right.
bubble.
Yeah.
And we all went to Omaha and played.
Really?
I think we played 10 games.
Okay.
And that was a pretty cool experience, but it's like a COVID thing and
Yeah,
something you don't
that's tough.
want to experience again.
That's
so
true. I could only imagine what that was like. So you're doing online classes there, you're doing everything.
Exactly,
Is that how
yeah.
that kind of went?
Yep.
Wow. Yeah, I would imagine that's pretty tough. So was it pretty strict? You get in the bubble and it was like, don't go anywhere. You sit in your hotels.
Oh yeah,
Is that how that worked?
we're getting tested every day.
Really?
Oh yeah.
Oh man, that'd be tough.
Yeah, it was
I don't know
terrible.
if I could handle that.
I know, but we were just happy to be playing. I mean,
Yeah,
at
I
the
would
beginning
imagine.
of the year, we were like some teams didn't play at all
Okay.
this year, so
you really had no clue. It was kind of up in
no
limbo.
clue. Yeah,
Really?
but as the year went on, it got better, and we started like having families be able to come.
Okay.
So
then eventually, so you get to campus last year, right? Or did you start already it was in Omaha, right?
yeah.
So did you start in Omaha the year, or did you come up to St. Cloud?
Oh, I was in St. Cloud for like half the summer
Okay.
leading up to it, and had to report in August, and I
Yeah.
don't think we went to Omaha till October.
Really?
So
you had a little bit of time here,
Yeah.
but I can only imagine. And how long was that technically? So you said 10 games. That ended up being like
it was a couple weeks.
Okay.
Yeah, just in a hotel.
Really?
Yeah.
Ooh, I can only imagine what's going on there in that hotel, man.
Yeah.
Ooh, a bunch of hockey guys in a bubble.
Yeah, we had our own floor, like the hotel.
Really?
No other no other people in the hotel. It's just us and 2 other teams.
Oh man, that'd be I don't know about that one. That'd be interesting. Now, who's like on the team? Who would you say is probably the best guy to do that with? Like, if you had to pick somebody again, you're like one guy. You're like, I have to spend 10 games here, or just like in a hotel. Now that you've been there with these guys, like, who would you say there's one guy I could handle?
I mean, my roommate there, Chase Brand.
Yep.
I mean, we get along great.
Okay.
So like, it was pretty easy living with him for 2 weeks.
Yep.
But yeah, I mean, I'd do it again with him. So
really, okay.
Yeah.
Who's one guy you wouldn't go with?
Oh shit.
One of those guys that you're just like, I just can't do this. You can call him out. We'll tag him on everything too.
Probably Zach Okabe.
Zach Okabe.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's just young. He's super like immature. Just can't deal with that kid.
Zach, you heard it here. You heard it here. I mean, Jaxon would not spend quarantine with you in the bubble with you specifically. So hopefully we'll tag him. We'll let him know ASAP. We'll make sure it gets out there to him. So hopefully you'll hear about it at practice. But you're leaving again. So you're leaving this weekend. You're going back to Phoenix.
Yep.
You're not playing any golf. I would hope not. You're just going to be chilling by the pool?
Probably.
Okay, good.
It's a little too hot to golf.
I know.
Unless you go bright and early, but...
That's true.
Yeah.
When you get out there at 6 o'clock,
I know, it's way too early.
Like, I'm not even up at that time.
I know.
I don't know what time you sleep till, but like 6 o'clock tea time, man, I don't need it.
Yeah, I know.
And
It's pretty miserable being out there, too, in the middle of the summer.
It gets brutal.
Yeah.
It's tough. You get done, it's like, here you don't, I don't get that tired here golfing, but there I just feel, I'm like exhausted when I get done. I feel like I'm just drained when I leave that golf course.
Doing nothing else the rest of the day.
It's just horrible. You sit in the AC, it's like a whole day shot just because you went golfing.
For sure.
No, so what do you about I say maybe a 2 handicap?
No.
No.
God, no.
No, not playing that much.
No, I mean, I play a lot. I'm just not.
Just not. You got more to
don't
practice.
Don't get better. I mean, I'd say I'm probably like a 10.
Yep.
10 maybe.
Okay. You can go out there. You shoot well, though.
I'm bogey golfer.
Some good shots, some bad
sometimes.
shots.
Exactly.
You stay away from the sand traps.
For sure.
Kind of thing. Yeah, I
try
got you. Hey, that's how it goes. Well, because naturally, that's not probably a natural movement for you compared to like other hockey guys, right?
Yeah, I mean, I don't really like shoot much.
No,
so,
I was gonna say, unless you're trying to score like open ice, like down the other side.
I've never done that before.
Never done that,
no.
really.
It's on the bucket list, though.
That's on the bucket list. Maybe
sure.
Maybe this year. I'll pray for you, man. I'll make sure you get a shot like that. I'll make sure you, the big man, hears about that so you can get a shot in. Is that cool?
Try. Yeah.
Okay, we'll get you there. Now, when you're playing, like some of these guys, you go off. Is there a different level of competition? Would you say in college hockey throughout the country? Like I see, like Boston and Arizona State. Like, are there different levels, or are you guys pretty much all kind of recruited equally? This is top-notch hockey no matter where you go. Is that kind of how it is?
Yeah, I mean, like the way junior hockey works, there's like young guys that are like playing for the USA team that go to like the North Dakotas, like the Bostons, like Michigans, stuff like that. And then there's like older guys who will just take anything they want, any offers. And I wouldn't say St. Cloud gets like the top guys, but they get some pretty good recruits, some good European guys.
Okay. And that's why you're changing it. You guys keep going to the Frozen Four, I mean, that's, I'm sure, going to help. Recruitment's coming in,
sure.
Looking good. Now, what got you when when St. Cloud comes knocking on the door? What was it?
I mean, it was like my only chance to play Division I hockey, but like showing up on campus the first day, like meeting the coaches, meeting the guys, like the culture around St. Cloud, like, and the team is just unmatched to anywhere else, I think, and that's why we're so good, I think, is just because the culture around it, and
just a tight-knit group.
For sure.
Yeah. Interesting. Because now you spent it was juniors in Dubuque, Iowa, right? And that was the Fighting Saints? Yeah. How was that time? Because I'm sure you go from Iowa to St. Cloud, there's not much difference, I'm sure. It's as far as like small town aspect.
Yeah, it's just Midwest.
It's Midwest.
going from Arizona, like leaving home for the first time, going to Iowa.
Yep.
Was kind of a culture shock.
I could only imagine.
Yeah, but I've gotten used to
You're
it.
used to this corn, these fields.
Yeah.
You're used to this.
I also played in Louisiana, Shreveport, Louisiana.
And that was right before you came up
St.
to St.
Cloud,
Cloud.
yeah. So I played 2.5 years in Dubuque and then
Yep.
half a year in Shreveport.
Wow.
In the South.
And then
South's different.
What's that like
breed.
when you leave a rink? What's it like leaving the South?
Well, the rink in Shreveport, super old, like old Coliseum.
Okay.
Like Elvis played there and
Really?
shit. So, I don't know. It just had a lot of character.
Okay.
But it's definitely different.
I would imagine
playing
this.
hockey in the South.
I would imagine. Because I'm sure it's not like the Southwest. That's a little bit different when you go start going south.
Oh yeah, it's for
It's
sure.
a different level of hockey, or most of you guys kind of like, these guys are coming off all over just to play in Louisiana. And,
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of how it goes. So
Yeah,
it's
it was good hockey. Like we had 4,000 fans a night.
Really?
Yeah.
So they got behind you a little bit.
Oh yeah, it was awesome.
That makes it
I
a lot
loved
easier.
it. I loved it.
Oh man, those fans! I'm sure they make a big difference. Can you feel it? Like when you're playing, you got fans
sure.
in there. Like from this year compared to like say your first year at St. Cloud State, even to like coming into this, do you think those fans will make a huge difference?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
What do we got? The dog pound? Is that what it is?
Yeah, the
At St.
dog
Cloud
pound,
State?
yeah.
Can you hear them? Can you feel that vibe when they're going?
For sure. Yeah.
It changes a little bit in
Yeah.
there.
Oh, yeah.
Interesting. I was wondering, I watch these NHL guys, half the year they spend, fans are in the stands and then they come to the playoffs and it's a different atmosphere.
Yeah, have you seen like Vegas? Like,
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah, it's
like
insane.
I couldn't even imagine what that has to feel like.
Yeah,
Now I'm sure you know a little bit what that feels like to you get on that ice and it's like put yourself in that for everybody listening. Like what's that like when you hit that ice and you got people just staring at you, just roasting you, yelling stuff at you? Like what's that like?
I don't know. You kind of love it.
You kind of
Like,
love it? It gets you going a little
it's
bit?
like stuff you dream about as a kid.
Yeah.
Playing in front of a bunch of fans.
Interesting. I've always wondered that. I never quite knew what that was like. Me, myself, I was an okay athlete. I never made it. College baseball this was my field.
Yeah.
Now I'm into photography. I don't have too many fans watching me, so I don't know what that like bright lights thing is like. But so you get out into Pittsburgh, you guys go down. That had to just be like, did you know when you first like kind of started making that run in like deep into the tournament, were you kind of like, okay, we know we can get to the Frozen Four, we know we can make it to Pittsburgh, or was it kind of like, we don't know? Like we know we got a good team, or were you guys pretty confident going into this whole thing?
Yeah, I mean, we knew we had a really good team.
Yeah.
And like I said, we're a super tight group, and
Yeah.
I think we were just trying to take it one game at a time.
Yeah.
And yeah, it was a hell of a ride.
Interesting.
Yeah.
That's pretty crazy. I mean, to see you guys, for us, we're sitting there, we're watching it with mom and dad and the whole family. We're like, there's Jaxon, Jaxon on TV. And it's pretty cool to see you, where you were as a young guy, where we were, and then to be able to see you in the Frozen Four was like, man, how it all comes around and we're, cheering you on. And as a little kid, kids, we didn't know much about hockey, but to see you have the success coming to St. Cloud State is pretty cool. As I talk to my brother, it's like, can you believe Jaxon Castor's in St. Cloud? We all grew up together. Austin was best friends with JJ. It's like the whole thing is just weird in my head. And it just doesn't make sense.
Yeah, before, like when you guys were moving to Minnesota, you
Yep.
said St. Cloud. I'm like, where the hell is that?
Where's St. Cloud?
Yeah.
Like, nobody has a clue where St. Cloud is. And now look at you. Now
It's
you're
just crazy
now
how
you're
that
a
ends
full-time resident of St. Cloud.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna say you're full-time. I know
It's
you
all right.
live part
I'll
in
take it.
Phoenix. So now when you go back, like, what are you most looking forward to when you get back to town? Get back to Phoenix. Like, what's the number one thing?
Family.
Yeah.
For sure. Family.
Yep.
I don't know, the palm trees, cactuses, mountains.
Yep.
I'm a big hiker.
Okay.
So
That's
I
how
don't
you
know.
get your fitness in. Go hiking.
Try to,
Not hit the weight
yeah.
room. You just go hiking.
I do both.
You
but
do both.
Yeah.
Okay.
No,
Maybe go for the hike and then hit the weight room.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
do it
no,
all.
I'm a big hiking guy.
There you go. That's not bad.
The mountains are awesome. And,
Yep.
yeah, family.
Now, originally you had committed to go to Arizona State, and then I would imagine that had to be pretty exciting to know you were maybe going to go play back home because you had spent some time. But now you're here, and I still think this is just the best fit for you.
Oh, for
I
sure.
have to imagine.
Yeah,
Like, looking at everything that you've done, St. Cloud has to be the best fit.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I look back and, like, I can really see myself at ASU.
Yeah.
For some reason, I just like looking back, I don't think I would fit in great. And then looking here, it's like there's no better situation
Just
for me
fits.
to be in.
Yep. It seems like, so, I did a little bit of research when you're talking about, those old interviews, was 2017, 18, right around that time, maybe 16.
Yep.
It's like I look back and I'm like, man, I just can't see Jaxon. Like, it just makes sense that you're here. Like,
Yeah.
you just have a fit. I don't know what it is, maybe your personality, your look. Your looks fit here, I would imagine, so I'm not going to go into depth with that one, but no, I'm just playing. But no, it just seems like it's a good fit for you here in St. Cloud. But so you get home. Now you talk about seeing your family. Like, were your mom and dad a huge aspect of you and your decision to play? To continue playing hockey after juniors. How important were they with your success growing up? Especially your mom and dad.
Oh yeah, they were supportive all the way.
Yep.
Like I wouldn't be anywhere close to where I am today without them. Like you go from like paying for equipment to driving me at 5 a.m. to practices up until I got a car and like still
all the little things that they do to get you to where you're at.
Yeah.
I'm sure it can only it's amazing what parents like. We look back, it's like, man,
it's insane.
Some of the stuff that our parents used to do, especially now with Tukey, to travel and go to California and everywhere. I'm sure you had to go too.
Yeah.
Because I'm sure you were traveling across the country as well.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
we don't deserve that.
That's a tough challenge. I look back now, I'm like, man, my kids.
Too good. Too good for us.
I think so. Like, our parents were good, man. They treated us well.
Yeah.
But, well, I think we're getting to the point where we have to try this two chick stuff.
Let's do it.
Yeah? We're going to do a little review here. Obviously, it's Sunday Sips. So it just goes along with, sipping on something. I picked this out at the liquor store today.
I'm intrigued.
I like the chicks. 2 dudes with 2 chicks.
Love it.
I love it, too.
It's a good ratio.
We're going to try this out. I'm not sure. So it's sparkling lemon strawberry kiss, vodka with natural flavors and carbonation. Are you doing a little smell first?
I'm trying to read this.
I don't know much about it. You said you liked the can earlier.
I do.
Let's see.
Tastes good too.
Let's see.
Shit.
Ooh,
It's not bad.
it's kind of mild.
It doesn't taste like a alcoholic
That doesn't
beverage.
taste like much.
Could be dangerous.
Ooh. I think back to, like, if I had something like this in spring break, like Lake Havasu, man.
Oh yeah.
Ooh, this
Screams boat.
This would be dangerous,
boat
especially
beach
boat
vibes.
season here, man. Have you been on the boat much?
I have.
Have you?
Yeah.
A couple guys on the team have one, or just people you know?
So actually, a buddy from Shreveport who I played with, he lives in Wayzata,
Okay.
and he's got a boat down there. And I was just
Really?
out this past weekend.
Yep.
And the place is nice down
That's
there.
a good time.
Yeah.
I haven't been down on the lake, down that side of the lake. I've been more so on the boats up here, but man, a summer day.
There's
sitting on the
nothing
boat.
better than being on the water. Yeah.
Man, there's not much like that. That's for sure.
For sure.
Especially with now you got to bring some 2 chicks with you.
Seriously, 2 chicks.
I think I'll get you the hookup on it. We'll get you.
sure.
I'll
Love
send you
it.
the link to it. You'll be showing up on the boat with 2 chicks. Oh, big manly guy playing goalie with 2 chicks. I think it's a pretty solid move, to be honest.
I love it.
Let's see if I taste the basil.
I don't.
You can't taste it?
No.
I taste it. You tell me you can't taste the basil.
Not really, man.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm just kidding. I can't taste the basil either. Vodka, lemon. I taste like a lemonade-ish kind of thing.
2 chicks.
Well, I appreciate you having trying this out with me. I don't know what it was all about, but hopefully that's a move from here on out. Every guest is going to have to try something new. I don't know what it's going to be, but you being one of the first guests, 2 chicks is your option.
Off to a good start.
I know you had the coffee earlier, but now you just got to pound this. So I'll drive you home.
No, I'm good.
No, I'll drive you home. It's fine.
All right,
We'll make sure you get home
Got
safe.
it.
Make sure coach is all good. I don't know how strict he is with everything, but we'll make sure we take care of you. So
Yeah.
So I think we're gonna move into some rapid fire questions. I know it's done on a lot of podcasts, but it's just kind of a good way to get an insight on some of the different things about you.
Great.
I'm gonna make it pretty simple for you. They're nothing crazy. I think I got like 5 or 6 here. I don't know what I wrote down, but You have to answer these as fast as possible.
All right.
Okay. So the very first question was from my brother. He grew up around you as well.
Yeah.
He knows a little bit about your family and that dynamic. Now your cousin JJ went on to play professional football. Kind of went with the Bengals. Ended up in LA. He's been around. Big guy.
Yeah.
So is your brother. The whole family, that side of the family, is pretty big guys. JJ or your brother? Worst bully. Who's the worst to pick on you?
I mean, I think it's the worst when they team up on me.
Okay.
But I remember this one time. I don't know how old I was, but I think it was like Christmas or something, and it was cold out. I don't know what I did to take off JJ, but he ended up throwing me in the pool with like all my clothes on.
Oh, really?
So.
Were you old at that time? How old were you at that time?
I'd say like 15.
Oh, enough to be heated, but that's a tough one, I would imagine. Next one. Weird superstitions before a game. Like what's something you have to do? Maybe you don't do anything, but like what's something you'll do before a game?
We call it sewer. It's like soccer.
Okay.
Like two-touch, keep up.
Okay.
And so I do that before every game, and then I have like the same routine. Okay. I go through like
one skate on before the other.
Yeah, I put my left stuff on before my right.
There you go.
So
I won't make you go into too deep. It's a superstition.
That's about it. That's about it.
Perfect. Next one. If you're at the bar, maybe you're at, I don't know, what's the go-to bar around here? What do you got? You go to with Pickled Loon, don't you?
The Loon.
The Loon. Go-to drink. Like, what do you're gonna have a good night? Maybe not a good night, just a night. You're like, this is, you know what? I'm out. Like a Pickled Loon.
Big McGolden Light guy.
Ooh, beer guy.
Yeah, we don't have those in Arizona, so it's good.
Kind of specialty when you get into town, huh? Nothing hard, no hard alcohol, no nothing. Just McGolden Light.
Try to.
Really?
Yeah.
There you go. Okay, I like that. Beer guy should have got you beer, but you have to deal with it. I got you. Say, as a kid growing up, or like even now, you got like a rough game, like a bad game. You're just like, I did not play well, or rough practice. What are you doing? You can go sit in your room, maybe cry, or like what does that look like when Jackson's pissed about something?
I mean, like, I try to have like a short memory.
Yeah.
But I mean, if I have a bad game, I'll try to look at video. Okay. See what I did wrong and just try to be better next time.
No food right away. You got to there's no like Drizzy Mike's right away or anything. No, you just right on to the next. Yeah. It seems like goalies, you guys got to move on.
You have to. You can't dwell on.
You can't dwell on it. I see a lot of these guys like sometimes it just gets in their head and it's like, you know what, that goal's if you say you let in 3 goals at a time, what is that thought process when you're like, okay, this is getting out of hand? How do you bounce back from that?
You just try to focus on the next one.
Yeah.
That's all you can do.
You don't change technique or anything in the middle of a game, right? You're just, you know what, this is what's working today.
Yeah,
I mean, like a golf swing.
Yeah, obviously that's not ideal, but you just gotta focus on the next shot.
And then when things are going great, you're just like, okay, I ain't changing nothing.
Same thing.
That's when the superstitions kick in. Then you're like, what is
it? It's the same thing. You try to have like the same mindset all game, I think.
Just get your highs and lows, keep them all the same.
Even keel, yeah.
Interesting, okay. Yep. I see that from you guys. That makes sense. Now, a couple of your past interviews I've seen, when you're playing juniors, I was told you're a big music guy. I don't know if that's true or not.
Yeah.
But what is if I'm handing you the aux right now, we're gonna go take a long ride. Right now, what's that go-to song?
I don't know. I try to please. Like if I have aux, I try to please everyone.
Okay, people pleaser.
So I like all kinds of music.
Yeah. So rap, country, everything.
Rap, country.
Okay, right now,
EDM.
What's one song that you can't you're just bumping all the whole day?
It's a song called Grease.
Okay.
DJ Khaled and Drake, I think.
There you go. Just get you in the mood. Is it a feel good song? I will have to check it out.
I mean, I just heard it for the first time the other day, I loved it. So
Grease.
I've just
check it out. I'll make sure
playing it all the time.
When I'm whipping, I'll turn on Grease by DJ Khaled and Drake.
Drake, I think.
I'll check it out. Okay.
It's good.
Well, we'll make sure we'll test it out for everybody listening. I'll make sure I'll listen to it before everybody else has to. So if you have bad taste, but don't be pissed. If you gave all these listeners and viewers a bad song choice,
I'm not usually like a big rap guy either. So that's
not before games. You're not what do you win a game? Are you just getting jacked, or are you just I'm just chilling?
Be everywhere from like EDM to like Rick Ross to like heavy metal. So
just put you in the right mental frame.
Depends.
Right mental state.
Yeah.
Interesting. Okay. Last one I got for you. Now, growing up, were you a Coyotes fan?
Oh yeah.
Big Coyotes fan.
Yeah.
Are you turning into a Wild fan now?
No.
No. Not at all.
I mean, like, I'll cheer for them. Like, all my roommates are from Minnesota, and they're big Minnesota sports fans. So they've kind of been like my second team.
Yep.
So
Just kind of follow them. So then, with this question, where would you, if you were getting drafted number one, like right away, what team would you go to?
I'd go to any team, but if I had to choose, I'd have to choose the Yotes.
You got to go with the Coyotes,
You have
right?
to. You have to.
Interesting. Okay, it makes sense. I mean, if I had to get drafted in the MLB, I'd say probably the Twins or maybe the D-backs. But
D-backs,
I mean, the Coyotes, man, that's been, I'm sure your love from a young age. I mean,
yeah, I mean, they came in '96, I think, and I was born in '97. So
you're right there. I mean, you grew up with a fresh team. I mean, how can you not like the Coyotes? Are they getting a new stadium too? Is that what I heard? You don't know?
I just hope they stay in Arizona,
I know,
man.
It'd be fun. It'd be nice to have those guys around town. But, well, Jaxon, I appreciate you coming out here.
Sure.
I'm glad you got to try the 2 chicks with me. Hopefully, none of these questions weren't too brutal on you.
No, it was all
I hope
good.
not. Again, I appreciate you coming out here today. I know you're heading back to Arizona at the end of the week, and I appreciate you coming out here. It's so cool to see your story and how we kind of align, and some of our friends back home and those guys, how they all intertwine. But I do really appreciate it, and I'm glad I got to have you on the show.
Thanks for having me.
I'll get this out quick. Make sure all of your viewers can see this. All of your state fans, you better blow this up.
That's right.
If you don't blow this up, I'll be pissed. Just so you know, okay?
Gotcha.
I'll be really pissed with you, Jaxon. I invite you down for the first episode, okay? And if you don't blow this up, if I don't get at least like 15,000 views and listeners in the first,
You'll be lucky to get 15
Dude,
with my following.
I'll just be lucky to get like 1. Shout out to my mom. She'll probably be my first listener. So
my mom will probably listen to
We'll make sure we get to our mothers.
Shout out Shelly.
Yeah, shout out Shelly. We'll get these to our mothers. Make sure they hear it. They'll be so proud of us. You know how proud they're going to be of us?
I hope so.
Dude, they're going to be so proud.
Been
Well,
waiting my
Jaxon,
whole life to make my mom.
I know, dude. That's what I'm saying. I told my mom, too. I said, hey, I'm starting a podcast. Hopefully this brings success to the family.
Yeah.
I don't know. I've been a failure for a long time, but you know what? I think this is my calling. So maybe this is your calling.
There we go.
Maybe you're going to, you get done playing hockey in 5-10 years. And maybe, you know what? You start a podcast.
Yeah.
I can see it.
Got the face and the body for a podcast.
Yep. And I got the face to not do video. I have a face for just audio, but you know what? We're trying something new, so it's all good. We'll see how it goes. But thank you again. I appreciate it. All the best luck, coming up this year. Hopefully St. Cloud State you guys can do it again, get back there. I have a good feeling.
Yeah,
I have a great feeling about you guys. Like, we knew it, Dad and I, this past year. I think after this, tough loss, but I think you guys grew on that. I think you guys are going to have a lot of success.
Yeah,
so,
thank you.
But I appreciate it. Thanks for coming down, and that was Sunday Sips, and hopefully we can get you guys a new episode next week. I don't know who it is yet. That's going to be a surprise. Well, I do know who it is. It's a surprise, Jaxon. Don't tell him.
Well,
I don't think I even told you, so don't worry. But, that was Sunday Sips, and we will talk to you guys and see you guys next week. Peace. Thanks for listening to the Sunday Sips podcast, and make sure to go subscribe on Spotify or Apple Music. Also, go check out the Instagram page at Sunday Sips Pod for more content and behind the scenes. Listen in next week as I host a crazy talented photographer and individual. Stay tuned and have a great week. Take care.